Like, you want to go to the Caspian Sea and maybe we could get some sunshine for the 2 weeks that it works for us.
Yeah, nice.
So you guys played ball in Florida, and you played against some guys that went pro. I mean, Charlie Gerencer, I know, wrapped up a couple times. Dan Morgan, who went on to have like a 10-year career, all-pro career with the Carolina Panthers.
Dan Morgan was an animal.
And you both played nose tackle. You both played multiple positions, but what Charlie said to me once was his favorite position was nose tackle, because every play, even if you didn't make a tackle, even if the play was like a pass or a sweep left and you were like a nose tackle on a 3-4 defense, it was just like fucking Braveheart every time you snapped the ball. Is that really still like your thing? Like, because I need the glory. I got to fucking pick a ball off and take it to the house. I got to stick the quarterback and ear hole him. I can't be fucking grinding it out in the trenches like a ham and egger.
Well, the chances
like some landlocked
of a running back or fullback coming up the middle was, a nose guard. I mean, it wasn't going to happen very much. So it's like, if you're there, just kill. Just kill.
You're killing someone that's not even like
just kill.
You're having a battle away from the battle.
There's two people in front of you. Just kill them. You're not going to be part of the play. Just they're there. Kill them. That's the beauty of defense. Offense is way too smart. You have to spend a lot of time on offense thinking and understanding and figuring out. Defense is kill the fucker with the ball. That's what it was. That's why I like defense. But I played Ironman. I played both, so I actually had to be smart and tough. Look at me now.
Yeah, you're running a comedy festival.
No,
Carl LeBeau killed it at your
Carl LeBeau did kill it. What's
shows.
What's
his Twitter? How did people get in touch with Carl LeBeau?
At Carl_LeBeau.
Fucking underscore. What, Carl LeBeau was taking?
Yeah, somebody took it.
You got to get Frosty on that.
Get Frosty on what?
What about you? What's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is CorvetteGuy420. Put your name on it. I said the mood in the locker room was there. Well, you weren't in the locker room. Put your name on it.
I don't want to get in the water.
What? Tom Segura is the guest on More Stories right now. At Tom Segura on Twitter. Your Mom's House is his podcast. You used to tell me that the young men in Florida that were African American, are a different breed of the black guys that we see in L.A. and we see on the East Coast. It is a total like Lil Weezy Southern country thing, and then they used to like yell shit into your face mask after every play.
We played. It's like Florida is.
Because let me interrupt you real quick. Like, to me, it's like black people.
Right.
But both you like having played football and been like nose to nose on like the line of scrimmage with black guys in Florida, and then moved to North Carolina, and then moved to New York and New Jersey, and then moved to California. You're telling me there was just like white people like, now look here, motherfucker. They're like, there's fucking stupid, like Southern white people.
It's a different thing. It's their country. Like, but it's not just Florida.
But you wouldn't expect it in Florida is what I'm saying.
No, yeah, you don't. You do expect
Florida
it
is
in
super country.
It is.
Parts of it. But they're not hit.
I think that
everyone's dancing around the word Geechee.
I think that like South Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Florida.
Explain it to us.
No, I'm saying I think that there's like
I'm saying too. Explain it to us.
I'm explaining it.
Right.
No, I think Florida is country as shit. If you go 2 miles inland,
I want to go to the ocean.
I'll go to the ocean right now. But
that's the addendum of right now is the best. Like, maybe later when I really got to piss. Maybe when I got to shit or something, I'll hit the ocean. I ain't going to waste the ocean no piss. And then, man, fuck you, punk.
So there was a whole. Here's really what it was. This is why in football there was a different breed. Is because they grew up watching at the time. The biggest powerhouse teams were Florida colleges, Florida State, Florida, and Miami. The U set it up for like swag. What time is it? Game time, motherfucker! All that shit, crazy. I went to a game in Miami when I was in high school. One of my teammates was recruited by Miami, so I got to go on the field, and it was the first time that I realized that the fantasy of playing major college football was just that, a fucking fantasy. Because when those guys came out of the tunnel, and I was looking at guys like in their fucking navels, like that's how big. And the guy was
like, little man.
Dude, they came out. Rohan Marley was on that team and he was injured, and he was wearing
That's Bob
Marley's son was a free
and
safety
he always wore Bob Marley's T-shirt
underneath. But this day he was injured, and he was wearing like a Rampage wears like that chain link.
Yeah.
He had one of those on in '96.
Just to hang out?
Yeah, I was like, that dude's got a fence around his neck right now. Like a fucking lock hanging from it. Like a big fucking lock. And then a dude right here like came up to me and he was yelling at somebody over there, and I still remember he goes,
Yelling at
"Hey, yo, stop going like that." And I was like,
Wait, what?
That's exactly what we said. What the fuck was that? And it was just the
again.
most, "Hey, yo, don't my son," like that. And we were like, what
Now,
the
was he
fuck?
saying it to like bait them into like a fight, or was it like, come on, we can do it?
It was like his teammate. I don't know
Oh,
what he was
okay.
saying.
So it was like, come on, we can do
Yeah,
this.
that wasn't
But
Rohan.
instead
That
of
was
saying
somebody
like,
else.
come on, man, let's do it. He went, gobble, gobble, goo, goo, man.
Yeah.
I like when the guys, you hear them on mic'd up on some of these shows, and I hear this constantly. And even on Madden, when they get like, well, we need sound bites that they always say, you'll just hear like, sideline to sideline, baby.
That's great.
And
yeah.
I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I don't want a fucking team playing sideline to sideline. I want a guy playing fucking end zone to end zone, you fucking idiot.
You've seen the
End zone to end zone, baby.
the Mike Singletary opening of NFL Films when they show that.
Big giant eyes.
Yeah, well, and because you heard Mike Singletary speak now, like at press conferences.
Sounds like an English professor.
And then, but there's that clip
Can't
they
win
play.
with him. Can't do it.
Yep. And then on the NFL Films one, he goes, "We're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party." But that's the clip that they play, and then
So
they
what
start.
do you think happened to Mike Singletary? Do you think he just got up into the machine of the NFL and the upper echelon of, head coach and realized he had to dial it back to get a job?
I think when he played the game,
He dialed it up that way?
yeah.
So
I
he
think,
dialed up the black instead of dialing up the white.
I think he dialed up.
This is now we've hit our stride. You might want to edit out the first 15 minutes of the podcast. Now we're really cooking. Now, in your opinion, a guy like Mike Singletary, who is obviously a learned man, an erudite man, incredibly educated man, we see him back in the day playing for the Chicago Bears going, let's mark out a party. We're going to do this here.
Yeah.
And then then all of a sudden he's the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. He's got a big wooden cross around his neck.
Yep.
And he's talking about other guys like Vernon Davis who are acting the way he used to act
Right.
on the field.
Right.
He throws a guy out for acting like that on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the press conference he goes, I can't win with a guy like that. Can't play with him. Can't practice with him. Can't do it. Like he sounds like, Thurston Howell from Gilligan's Island all of a sudden. Lovey.
Right.
So
Right.
do you think he dialed up the black when he was playing to fire up the other guys on his team? Like, well, does that catch fire?
Yeah, without question. Without question.
But why is it not reciprocated? Like, if you had a baseball team and you have like Todd Helton, first baseman for the Rockies, going, "Come on, guys!" like doing white shit. You're not going to fire up a bunch of white guys yelling out like, "Dave Matthews Band, let's handle it."
Can I be honest with you about this? There's something.
No.
There's something like. Exciting.
Hold on. Yeah.
No, there's something exciting and contagious if you're white, if you have a black teammate who encourages you and like takes lead. You want as a white player, you want approval from a black player.
Why?
Because they're better.
But that's not really.
Yes, they are. And on my team, we had.
Well, that speaks to you and your talent
I'm
level. However,
saying-
if I'm Billy Bates on the Cowboys back in the day, and you got fucking Billy Joe Dupree going, "Come on, man, I'm like, you know what, Billy Joe Dupree? I'm in the concussion business.
Yeah.
I don't need you fucking yelling in my ear hole as a fucking tight end that gets 3 passes a day when I'm on special teams and the starting fucking safety, and all I do is ear hole and cornhole people all day on the field."
Was the best player on your high school team black?
No, I was.
You were the best player on the team? Who was the second best?
A black guy. And
Who's
so was the
third? Who's
fourth,
third,
and
fourth, fifth? And they were all black.
Yeah, we went.
So where did your athletic career go awry if you're Mr. fucking Player of the Year in Florida?
I got hurt in college football.
That old gag?
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, Tom was there. I slept for like 6 months.
He was like a heroin junkie. Like he was like, he got on a bunch of pills. He couldn't move his back. He would just like
Hurt your back?
he looked.
My whole spine was twisted, out of shape. I was in bed for 6 months.
I remember being at the Super Bowl with Charlie Gerencer. Your Twitter address?
At Asheville Comedy.
You don't have a personal one?
No, I just want to use.
So Charlie, we met on Mohr Sports. Charlie, I remember, and I were at the Super Bowl when I think it was Patriots-Panthers. Is that correct?
No, it was Seattle-Pittsburgh.
No, but Dan Morgan was playing.
I wasn't at that one.
All right, well, then you and I were watching a game, and we used to smoke so much pot, we probably thought we were at a Carolina Panthers Super Bowl. And Dan Morgan was playing, and Charlie looked at me like super casually and goes, I used to fucking wreck that guy. And I'm looking at a guy who's like a 10-year middle linebacker in the NFL, white, by the way, and like I don't know how many, several All-Pro, Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
And like my buddy is going, like you weren't saying it like, man, fuck that guy. You were just saying it like, man, like I used to fucking kill that guy.
Yeah, but that was high school football too. But he was a monster.
It doesn't
in
matter.
High school football. I remember when we were playing them. What's the school in Coral Springs?
Coral Gables High?
No, that's
Oh
Miami.
shit!
No, I don't remember what it was now. But
Matt
it
Cohen.
was the first
Look at
year,
him taking shots from way downtown.
It was the first year
off the
our
rim. But
school
Charlie would pick up that
was
rebound.
playing his school. So when that was my senior year in high school and his senior year in high school. So when that matchup finally came up, we both were in the headlines. Gerencer versus Morgan this weekend.
And he didn't hurt his back until he was in the NFL.
That's funny. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the trick really is to get hurt once you're in the NFL.
Yeah, once you get the paycheck. It sucked. I was a freshman when it happened. I didn't get any of my college football career done.
Tommy, what is some of the things that would you get heckled by the black players?
We played. I mean, to explain that, so people like.
If I may, I'm sorry. Would you say that the black athlete? It's very different to play a black room in a comedy club.
Totally.
Because they will just tell you, like, you walk on stage and they'll go, "Motherfucker, your pants too tight."
Yeah.
And you can't. And by the way, if you're ever playing the dozens and you're white and you're playing against blacks, and I don't know how funny you are. I don't care if you're like Rich Vosgood, Jeff Rossgood, me, Tom Segura, Charlie. The moment a black guy tells you your pants are too tight, the fucking game is over.
It's game over. Yeah.
It is checkmate. Fucking, you are locked in, and you'll go to like, and your best one, like. You're so black, if I poured water on your head, coffee would come out your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, you got that, like, you saved that shit for the end.
Right.
And you go, you're so black, and then, like, one of his friends goes, no, motherfucker, your pants are too tight.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh, man.
Just did Baltimore. I know what you're talking about.
And you had a lot of black people in your audience?
Yeah.
And did they yell at you?
No, they were great. But because you know how it is, like, if you get a black audience on your side early on, there is nothing better. There is nothing better. Like, they will go, I have people hop up out of the chair and do that shit.
But what is it about a black audience member that when they laugh, they are unable to laugh in their seats?
I don't know.
A black audience member has to stand okay, here are the different...
I had one get up and run down. He ran across the in front of the stage and then ran back to his seat. He's like, that's what I'm talking about, motherfucker. Yeah, like, it was crazy shit.
What is it like? White people just sit in their chair and we just laugh like fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And like, I'll huddle over, like, I'll kneel over. And the times I do get out of my chair, it's probably only because I've seen that shit on the Apollo.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, well, I've been given the okay.
Yeah.
Because when I saw Charlie Barnett at Showtime in the Apollo, I saw motherfuckers run up and down. They get up, they punch a Korean guy in the face, they fucking come back down, they switch seats, like, hey man, I wish, they just go. Now, so let's break down the different levels of black appreciation.
Okay.
First of all, black people know black people.
Yeah.
And if they don't know black people, they have a bizarre understanding that they should. Like, if a black person walks through a mall, let's say in Dallas, and see, there's too many black people in Dallas. Let's say you're in Sherman Oaks Mall, and it's just filled with old Jewish ladies and white people and me, the 3 or 4 of us who are just in the mall.
Yeah.
And if a black guy's on the escalator and walking on the second floor past the fucking Pacific Sun, store, there's another black guy. They will make eye contact instinctively. Like, they don't even know.
Right.
They will just look at each other at the same time, and they will fucking nod to each other like, yes, I'm black, you're a black motherfucker. Let's handle this shit.
Yeah.
And they go about their business.
Absolutely.
So we're on the page with that.
Yeah.
The other one is...
What's up, y'all?
Yo, what's up? That's super underscored. That is an underscore of like, something.
Yeah, what's up?
Like, don't like...
We won't even see it.
Yeah, we won't even see it. It's like a super private black moment of like...
Super private black moment.
It's a super private black moment of... We're both black, and we've both seen each other surrounded by white people like, what's up? Like, almost like the secret handshake of what's up. And then there's this. Black people know, and of course I'm generalizing.
Yeah.
But only because it's true. Black people know every fucking black level of fame, music. If you had 2 lines on the fucking Barney Miller in 1976,
Yeah.
it'd be